black
Because
if he's showing you love?
black
Why
people
you?
like to cape for other people. We
They
like
sure
to put on
do.
that cape and just be like,
Right?
well, all lives
Captain
matter.
Save-A-Ho.
All lives do matter. But right now we're talking about black lives.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
I need to know it's good enough for me to say I'll stay with the staying power.
Hey, welcome back to Jamii Circle. So we're just here with the Lewis girls and our drinks, of course. You know, just chillaxing on this beautiful Sunday at the park.
At the park.
Anyway, so we just had like a topic that we wanted to talk about that was really interesting, but it's kind of like
bothering.
it might trigger something.
Yeah.
It's kind of triggering because some people gonna be in their feelings. But
As
always, somebody's gonna be in their feelings. But yeah, so we just want to talk about it. So basically, we want to talk about why are the ignorant people so loud and the good people so quiet. For example, let's talk about the police. That's easy. So you have the so-called good police, and then you have the bad police. But then the bad police are running around shooting people, beating people up, and doing nonsense. But the good police are not like, bro, don't beat people up. Bro, don't shoot people. You know, bro, don't do nonsense. They're just there like, well, there is good police out there. You know, not all police are bad. But y'all are allowing the minority, if that's the case, to run rampant and do nonsense and make all you guys look bad, you know? So that was my example of the topic. But the real issue is black men. For instance, I was watching a video, and the black women in the comment section were happy that they seen a black man that actually likes dark-skinned women. And they were like, oh my gosh, it's so refreshing, it's so cool. And then, of course, the hurt feeling so-called good black men came down. They was like, oh, you have to have low self-esteem for you to feel like you're so excited about something like this. This should be normal. It should be normal.
But it's not.
But it's not. So that's why they're excited, because it's not like when you're a celebrity, you usually get with either a ambiguous woman or you get with a white woman. So people don't know, you know, what you got going on, right? So when you see a black male celebrity that is like, oh my gosh, I love my woman, and she's chocolate and she's beautiful, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's an actual celebrity guy, black man, who would be like, I love black women, you know? But then you gotta have the hurt feelings so-called good.
People get so mad about it. Like,
you can't be a good black man if you're gonna just jump into the comment section and say things like, oh, shut up, you insecure little and you're and then you're this and that. I'm like, then you were never a good black man, because she never even called your name, she never disrespected you, and you just come right in and just start talking nonsense and calling her out of her name. Like, that's messed up.
But to me, it's like, why are you getting so mad and so hurt that a black man is showing a black woman love? It's like,
you're all black at the end of the day.
Nobody goes around, when a white guy is showing a white girl love, nobody goes around getting hurt about that. But as soon as a black guy does it, everybody wants to, what about the white women? What about the Asian women? What about Why is it only black women? Like, he said what he said. And it's so funny because a lot of the people who have an issue with it isn't even, like, yeah, white people have an issue and a black guy, but a lot of the people who have issue with it is like other black men and black women who are like, oh, what about all the other races? And it's like, why do you care? You're black if he's showing you love.
Black people like to cape for other people. We like to
sure
put on
do.
that cape and just be like,
right?
Well, all lives
Captain
matter.
Save-A-Ho.
All lives do matter. But right now we're talking about black lives.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So when you're coming in with your divisiveness on the conversation that we're talking about black lives mattering, you're not helping. You're making the whole situation worse.
Yeah. Exactly.
And they would always have to put in that whole black women have too much attitude thing. But you have to see, like, everybody has attitude at the end of the day. Every race has attitude at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Everybody has their issues at the end of the day. Everybody kind of acts the same at the end of the day, but they have their differences. So, but the people don't see it like that. They don't see it one way. So
yeah. But like the thing about it is that, like, the ignorant guys, they'll just be there like, oh, I don't date no dark bloods. I don't date no nobody darker than me. I don't date black women. I don't blah blah blah. But then when black women are like, well, fine, then we're gonna start swirling. We're gonna start talking to other people who do like us, who do date dark bucks. You know what I'm saying? And then they be like, oh, well, why are you
leaving black men?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a bedwedge.
Because they
you're
did
this.
because the same thing happened with Serena Williams.
Yes.
Serena Williams, barely. Okay, first of all, Serena Williams, before she got with the guy that she's married to right now, she did date black guys. She was with Drake. She was with Common. She was with a whole. But as soon as she gets with this white guy, it's like, oh, she doesn't even like black guys. She doesn't even date black. But it's like a lot of the black guys that used to talk about Serena Williams used to call her like, oh, she looks like a man. Oh, she's too masculine. She's too this. And then as soon as she gets with the white guys, like, oh, but she doesn't even like black guys. It's like, but you guys talk so much trash about her. And it's like, as soon as she gets with somebody that appreciates her, it's like,
white people never said anything
no,
about her.
I'm not.
They
That's,
have.
Yeah, they do.
But
they definitely
when it comes
do.
from your own people talking trash about you, then it makes you feel less than.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, okay, well, I'm going to go to somebody who does love me.
Yeah.
Somebody who married me.
That's
somebody who made me a wife
yeah.
and now I'm a mother. You know, somebody who can, you know, be right here with me,
yeah.
you know?
Don't treat me good.
But that's the problem. A lot of these so-called good black men, and I'm going to say so-called because there are good black men without this. There are good black men. But the ones that are so-called, that are ready to call the black woman out her name at any time they feel some type of way, ready to treat them any type of way. If they see her getting battered or anything on the roadside, they don't even try to help her.
Nope.
So you're saying the good black men are out here, but they're so quiet.
Yeah, they are.
They're
like
so quiet.
When you see, and it's not even only like black men who stand up for black women. It's also black men who stand up for other black men. Because a lot of these black men, when they see police officers and other things abusing black men in their community or black women, or they just stand there and record, or they'll talk behind the camera, but they don't step into the situation like, okay, let me try to calm this situation down.
Well,
if you're
sometimes you need the footage.
You need
but everybody doesn't
I'm not
need
saying
to be
stop
standing
recording.
there.
I'm not saying stop recording. Record it, but at the same time, try to do something.
With the police officers, like the bad police officers, they will go around and they will kill innocent black people, black men, so-called. Let's just say, not doing anything. Or you would think, like for instance, the whole Toronto parade thing. They
The
like
Raptors parade.
I don't know if they even arrested the right people for that. No, you know
There was a
I
white
think there
guy
was
who
a
did
white
the
guy who
shooting,
did the
and they
shooting,
didn't even like.
And they didn't. I think they arrested the black guys for that.
Yeah.
So I think like with the whole police officers, they will go around killing the innocent black guys, and they won't probably even get the right person. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
I don't
But that's
know.
what I'm saying. The ignorant people are usually
And they
loud,
will-
and then the
yeah.
people who are supposed to be are the good
The
people.
good cops
They're
don't
so
step
quiet.
in. Yeah,
They
the
don't-
good cops don't
They're
step in
there,
and be like,
they see
okay.
it, but they don't never come out and be like, oh well, I love black
They'll say
women.
like, oh,
well, black
yes,
women are
exactly.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh well, I only want black women, or I want my children to look like you, or blah blah blah. There's not enough of you guys.
We're in the age of social media, and I feel like social media are for loud people.
Yeah.
Social media, when they said we're all the good black men, they're at work. They're doing something that, positive other than sitting on social media and typing all day. Finger warriors. A lot of these people have hang-ups. They have mental illness, and that's where they come to kind of settle their mental illness. So I always tell people, don't argue back with these people because they don't make sense. My thing about this whole situation is, like, and I even got caught up in it too, arguing back with black men or fake black men, because a lot of these people are fishers. They're not even real black people. They're white people trolling. And you're sitting up there, you're arguing with somebody, you're arguing.
That's why I don't argue with them.
Yeah, I just ignore them, because guess what? The same black men that you're fake, or they could be fake black men, but the same black men that you're saying that are saying these things or saying these things like that, it's almost like they are like that, and then you become a certain type of black woman that goes back and forth with them.
Yeah.
I don't want to become that go back and forth with these people. Let them voice their opinions until they let them type till their fingers get
bleed out,
And then they try to make an example
over.
with your comment, like, oh, see,
Yeah, you see,
look at her.
see, there she goes.
and then
Like,
she
go.
needs, you know what I'm saying, you need his father, you need to fix a sandwich. I bet that guy who told me that won't say
What
that
about
again.
her?
But like they always like, oh, go fix somebody a sandwich. He won't tell me
Yeah,
that
he
again.
won't, because the nonsense she told that man. He
Anyway.
had to delete his comment.
He reported me and everything. But anyway,
Reported her, blocked her. and
my
everything.
thing is like I'm not gonna keep going back and forth because then you'll be the woman, the black woman that goes back and forth with them. And I always tell people when you see that, scroll past because a lot of these people they want attention.
Yeah,
from
they're looking
black
for a rise
women.
out of you.
They
you know?
want attention, and some of them are not even real black people.
Yeah.
So you're
Trolls.
arguing
Yeah.
with a troll. Somebody
Yeah.
sitting
Especially
behind
those
the
people
keyboard.
that don't have profile pictures.
Yep.
I don't
and
argue with
barely
them.
any
I pay them no attention because
So
they're
I
trolls.
just like live life, and like I have to worry about myself. I'm not gonna sit here and worry about
That's
what they
true.
think. They could think
But-
whatever they want
but
to
they-
do.
But also a lot of
Okay.
sorry, a lot of the a lot of good black men, some of them are at work, but then there are some of them that are around when things are going down.
Yeah,
and
they don't do
They don't do
anything.
anything.
And
So it's like-
I would say like I seen a couple, and not a lot, but I see a couple of black men that would stick up for like black people.
Yeah, and those are the
But-
good ones
yeah,
that
they're
I'm
the
talking
good
about.
ones,
But they're
but-
really quiet
yeah,
because they're like a minority. They're a minority because if we had 50-50 and 50% of the ignorant people run their mouth and then 50% of the
Come up.
of the good people, then that'll be
Level it
okay.
out.
But it's like-
you know,
but it's-
but you have like 75% of the
and
people
50.
running their mouth and like 25%
Okay.
standing. So you're a minority.
We don't do enough. I feel like we don't do enough
Exactly.
even
We
with,
have
the,
to
even
come
with our
together.
own money. We make our money, we go to work for it, or we have a business and we still give them back the money.
Yeah,
we
most
don't
of all
do
of it.
enough with the money. That's why I tell people and they get mad at me when I say this. I think integration just, especially we're not talking about like, I don't really know how it's set up in Canada, but in the South, integration was the worst thing that we could have done. And not that it's hate speech, it's just that we are black dollar state within. Like we didn't have to support anything they did. But once they seen that we were building up, they were like, we gotta get this
We
dollar.
gotta destroy them. We need that money.
We still won't take
Black
back
Wall
our
Street.
dollar. It's the conditioning of the mind.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of black people need to come together. I feel like it's not like one black person stand two black people. Let's put it that way. If you have to defend yourself against a police officer, it's not going to do anything. Because remember, the police officer is the one with the gun. You're the one there empty-handed.
But it's still proximity.
Defending yourself
Because
and-
even in like majority white neighborhoods, they're killing each other too. So
But they're-
the
but-
black on
but
black
listen,
crimes
they're
part,
getting-
I don't
listen,
agree
listen,
with
listen,
it because
though.
if it's black on black crime, then it's white on white.
But
crime
listen,
too.
they're
They don't believe in that.
in the white communities. They're killing each other, but then you don't, on top of that, you don't have the police officers that are coming out there and killing you guys at a higher rate as they're killing.
That's what
like,
I'm saying. So
you guys are killing each other, and then on top of that, you have the police officers that are there killing you too. It's like
Exactly.
you're not helping
That's why you
the
need we
situation.
need to come together.
And it's like when we say black people need to come together, but more than half of us is garbage. Let's just
Yeah.
we've been
It's
a lot of black
facts.
people have been conditioned. It's getting ignorant. More than half of us everywhere in the world. We're not only talking about people in America. We're talking about Africa. We're talking about the
Everywhere.
Caribbean. We're talking about South America. We're
Everywhere.
talking about Canada, South America. Most of us are garbage. The conditioning, even without slavery, the conditioning of our mind is garbage. So if
Yeah.
we were all supposed to come together, all the people like-minded, we would have to
Go through a
more
lot.
than
be like
half of
something
us,
that and just come
more than half of
chopping
us
heads
will
off.
have to be gone. Let's just be all the way real.
Because in the West Indies, they don't teach. In the West Indies, a lot of those people are brainwashed. Like they oh, you have lighter skin, you're better, or they teach their I don't know.
anything that's coming from the white man or our country that's
Yeah.
not theirs is better.
Yeah.
They'll,
Even when
they'll grow mango, but if you import mango, they want
They
the
want that
imported
mango.
Yeah, we're gonna come together, but half of us are dead. We're just
Yeah.
walking dead, like this Walking Dead movie. People are woke, but they fake woke.
But at the
A
same
lot of
time-
us is dead, just
but at
walking
the,
around.
At the same time, I know what you're saying. That the black community themselves is not the greatest, but people need to better themselves. It's
Yeah.
up to you to better yourself. You can't wait on the government and all these other people to better you.
Yeah.
Because you know why? The government's corrupting people anyways.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be corrupted, corrupted from the government. Better yourself. It's up to you.
But
to,
like
Yeah,
she
but
was
they
saying,
can't- they can't
their
see
mindset,
past-
they
their
can't see
mind
past the
is-
nonsense.
but they
You
should.
can't say
You're
past
wrong.
it.
You need to.
You
though.
gotta scrap those ones. Like,
Yeah, that's
sorry,
what
like,
Yeah, they need to get wiped out.
You gotta
It's
Harriet
2019.
Tubman them ones.
it's 2019.
I'm not
if
gonna
your
argue
mind
with
in a
nobody
certain
that
place,
Harriet Tubman would have shot.
and that's
Period.
If your mind is not at a certain place in 2019 and you're a grown adult,
Sorry for you. That's it.
That's my point. If you're a grown adult and you can't better yourself to this day, then you're swiped out.
But a
all
lot of
skin
people ain't-
folk is not your kid.
Exactly.
Exactly.
All skin folk, thin skin folk.
Exactly. We could be the same complexion and we
But a lot of us have been mixed so much. And when you talk about, especially the black men, and a lot of things that a lot of them say on social media, because social media is not real once you get down to the nitty gritty. Most of the time, they have to use the mitochondrial DNA because a lot of the black male DNA, the patriarchal DNA, the Y chromosome, when they do it, it does not go back to Africa. You have to go find somebody with the mitochondrial DNA to see where in Africa you were from. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times people are so mixed that safe slave mentality, it's like a big mixture of the white man, the evil white man that's inside of them that are literally fighting against the rest of us.
Yeah.
So the white man is coming out from in them because they're so mixed up fighting against their own people. They think it's it's just the time they know. It's the devil inside of you that's making you look at your own person and hate that person. Yeah. You're too mixed up.
And and it's so funny, and that's you saying that is so funny because a lot of the times when you look at the whole when it comes to race and stuff like that, it's always the black males who have an issue with their own. It's always the black women look like they're kind of like evolving, but a lot of black guys just look like they're just here and they don't look like they're or they'll get here and then they'll start coming right back down again. It's like,
and it's just, I'm telling you, the white men, they're fighting because they're still alive in them. Genetics and genes are alive.
That's your DNA.
Strong.
When you see these people, they're not looking at you from their vision, like there's from that melanin vision. They're looking at you from somebody else's inside of them, looking at you and want to tear you down.
Yeah. There's a cartoon even on Instagram with this picture that had this white man climbing the tree, and then they had another white man pushing him up the tree. Then they had the black man climbing up the tree, and then you have the other black man pulling him down.
Pull him down. It's like
other races do evilness to them, but we could see it more on our race because it's us.
So let me make that clear. We're not saying that this issue is just a black people issue, period. We're talking about what we know because this is us. We're black people.
So
we're not white, so we can't talk about white people's life and their culture because we don't understand it, we don't know it.
But a lot of the times when you watch a video or something and there's a white girl in the video and she's getting beat up by a guy or something, the white guy's jumping in like, what are you doing? No, I'm fighting with the... If you watch a video, a lot of times with black girls getting beat up by men, the guys don't do anything. So they might be there.
In their mind, they always think like she did something.
She deserved it. She did something.
So it's like
because a lot of the times they'll act first and then ask question later. It's been like that since slavery time. If a white woman screams, oh my God, Tyrone raped me. They gonna kill Tyrone. Then she gonna be like, okay, anime, you good? And they be like, but
he wasn't him. It was somebody else.
And then they be like, oh God, fuck that. They feel that.
But that's what I'm saying.
But they act first, then and whatever.
But that's how it should be with the guys in our race.
At the same time, though, that's some black. Can't say
we're not saying all.
Okay,
we're not saying all. That's why I said let it be clear.
That
we're just talking about issues here. We're not saying everybody. We're not generalizing or nothing like that.
Like all
that's
of
why I
us
said the loud ones, the ignorant ones are loud, and the good ones are so quiet.
And the thing is, black women have stuff to work on too. And that's another. We're gonna sit here and get into that conversation
part of the
too.
ignorant ones too.
We have a
lot
lot
women that are so ignorant and they're so loud and dumb. And the good ones like us that would be like, okay,
we get
that's
a bad
not how
name.
this
We
works.
get a bad rap for their ignorance.
But that's the one thing about black people. They put us all in one.
They
group.
do.
So if one person does something like, oh, they're making black people look bad.
We
but
always
you never
do
see
that.
White people
they
saying
don't say that
you make us look bad. No, Billy did that. Billy
they don't
did
even have
that.
a connection.
We didn't do this. They don't
have a connection to each other to be like, damn, now I gotta go outside and face the world.
But when you look at it, all eyes are on black people. Like nobody focuses on it. So when something happens with black people, it's like, you guys, like they do say you guys make us look bad because everybody's looking at us. Nobody's looking at white people like, oh, that person did that, so all white people. No, they don't. People don't think like that. People like stereotyping black people. Like one black person, one black person goes in and robs somewhere, all black people are gonna. It's like, what?
And if it's like
what
a million
talking
people,
about?
and
That's why at the parade when the Raptors parade when the shooting happened, people were like, oh, black people, we can't have nothing good and it's like, how do you know it was a black? And then it came out on the news. They arrested the black guys, but it wasn't even the black guys who did it. It was a white guy, and the white guy got away. And it's like, yeah, you guys are here focusing on the black people, but
And that's
in
why I always say, I'm gonna get
actuality-
me a little white friend. We gonna go up in the nicest store, and they gonna be following me around the store. I'm gonna have her rob and
Just steal it all.
because they
Take it.
always
They
do
don't
that.
focus.
You're focusing on me,
Yeah.
and they're robbing you blind.
That's what I'm saying. They look at us, and like even my friend who was working, I think she was working in H&M. She said she's black, and they told her, the manager told her like, oh, when a black person comes in, make sure you follow them around. The store. This is what she told us. I'm like, oh, okay,
And
well,
to this day, though, to
She's
this
sweet
day,
because
I
would have had this.
I wouldn't.
Wasn't it CP24
Black.
and been like, and the next day I would walk in there with CP24 like,
I work at
It's
Bath
him.
and
He said it.
Listen, I worked at Bath and Body. They never told me
Yeah,
nothing
I
like
never
that. I was
had nobody
like,
tell me that
I'm not
either.
following around nobody in no store.
But
First
to
of
this
all,
day-
First of all, that's
they
not
never
my
told
job.
us
Don't
that
say
shit.
even
Yeah.
till this day, though, if you're going to a parade, black people should know. Till this day, 2019, black people should know that. Like I know people want to be safe nowadays, but if you're going to a parade with millions of people, obviously something's gonna maybe pop
Yeah,
off.
because some people are just
Don't
ignorant.
walk around with a gun if you're black. Don't.
Because you know the
just walk
police,
They gonna look for
they're
you.
coming for you, especially
Yeah.
if you have a criminal
Yeah, like,
background.
don't do
They're
it.
coming for you.
You can be the one black person in the middle of the crowd, and they gonna walk directly to you like, yep,
and then they
you
come
got a
search
gun.
you, and you got a gun.
Don't
You're
do
going to
it.
jail.
Don't do it.
So it's
That's
like-
just an advice. Don't do it.
But
Keep your
yeah,
neck
but like
in
I'm
check.
saying, at the end of the day, we need to move this down. We need to make the people
Make the
who are
winners.
louder, the good people, and the ignorant people, because the ignorant people are making us, and here I go with the us again, but
It's true.
they just do it. There's
That's
nothing
how
we
it
can say
is.
about it. The fact is that they group us all as one,
It's
so they're making us.
It
look
doesn't
bad.
even matter if they group us all in one. We're family. We're
We're
family
family
minded.
oriented,
We're
yeah.
family minded.
We
Yeah.
group us
So
So
as
at the
one.
end of the day, these 75% is making the 25% look bad. Anyway, so basically that's the end of the conversation. Check out the Lewis Girls channel. We did collab with them earlier. And don't forget to like, comment,
And subscribe.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Everything and everything I need, and I truly believe your divine power.
These kids. You gonna pop that
Okay,
up?
let's go back to it. Let's